Hello, everyone. Welcome to Self Love You. This is Jenna Ryan with your Self Love Talk. Today, I'm going to talk about people dragging you down. People dragging you down and not feeling obligated, not feeling guilty, not feeling attached, and being able to let go and let them stay them and you be you, and not allowing other people's drama or issues or crap to hold you down or hold you back. How to soar, how to let go. So, a lot of you on this channel, like myself, we've done a lot of work on ourselves. I've done a lot of work on myself internally, and I've really learned to be a happy person. I've learned to let go of things that I thought I needed to make me happy, and I've learned to be a pretty self-sustaining person and heal from some of those codependent tendencies and some of those tendencies to merge with another person and feel responsible for someone else's emotions and well-being, and internally trying to hold the world up with my bare hands. And what we have to realize, and what I'm realizing, is that we do not have the capacity, we're not capable of holding up everyone's feeling of okayness. And especially in the times that we're living in right now, and the ease with which people can lash out, and people are on their wits' end. They're at their full capacity stress-wise. There's just so many things to stress people out, and all the things that there are to worry about, on top of trying to heal and trying to be a person who is stable and feels good and is achieving in life and moving forward. We have all of these stressors, and at times you can be walking around, walking along, doing the best you can to be the best that you can be, and then you're hit upside, blindsided by someone else's crap, someone else's drama, someone else's problems, someone else's projections, someone else is having a difficult time dealing with reality, or dealing with their own emotions, or dealing with the situation. And instead of dealing with their own drama, their own emotions, their own thoughts and feelings, instead of being mature and relational, they lash out. They lash out and blame you. They lash out with false realities, with gaslighting, with there's certain people, they want reality to be the way they want reality to be, and they cannot tolerate anything but their own viewpoint. Their viewpoint is the only viewpoint, and any other viewpoint, even if they're way out of left field, and you know it, and you're conscious, and you've learned through life and through the process of living, you're right about whatever it is. I mean, it could be anything. It could be about living, it could be about relating, it could be about just whatever it is that's your truth, that you know to be your authentic truth. And they may have a problem with your authentic truth. They may have a problem with the sparkle in your eyes. They may have a problem with what you stand for and what you believe in. And you may have to walk away from people because they can't respect your boundaries, and they can't respect that you are a separate person with your own capacity to think and to be and to exist and to operate and to stand up for yourself and to stand up for your beliefs. So the reason I bring this up is a friend of mine was having problems with a family member who was not accepting of her religion, and they want her to be the way she's always been. And they're constantly berating her and constantly trying to pull her back. And because she has so much love for this person and so much respect, it's creating for her a sense of obligation and a sense of attachment. And she's attached to the feelings. And I know she is, because she shared it with me. And I'm an empath, and so I immediately feel the pull. I feel the tug of this family member of hers that does not approve of her religion or her life choices and who is berating her and doing things to her. I literally could feel it. Believe it or not, like I felt it third party out on the outside. And I was like, ooh, you know, there's this tug, there's this feeling of uneasiness when you're used to being a people pleaser, when you're used to being a doormat, when you're used to being steamrolled. There's this pull to, well, once you kind of get out of it and once you get healed, you don't feel a pull. I mean, you feel the pull, but you don't feel pulled into it anymore. So like I can go and I can feel myself being pulled or someone trying to pull me, but then I can say, ooh, that I don't like that. That doesn't feel very comfortable. And I can take a step back or make a decision based upon the current situation. So, but if you're right in the middle of it and you haven't really done the healing work necessary to release and detach, to use the process, the tool of detachment. Detachment is something that's it's stressed very much in codependency healing circles because, detachment is required. Detachment. You have to be able to detach. You have to be able to let go. You have to be able to let that person be that person and you be who you are. And you have to let them feel what they want to feel and you feel what you want to feel. And it's okay. And you have to let go. So one of the things I had to do along the journey is whenever someone I loved was not being what I needed them to be and not being supportive and not being someone who I needed, I had to literally follow a mantra where I would repeat, you no longer have the right or the ability to affirm me. Okay? Now let that sink in. Now I'm going back to my 20s when I had to do this with my father. I had to, because he was not being healthy and it was toxic. And I had to say in my soul, not to him personally, but in my soul, I said, you no longer have the power to affirm me. Because we're hardwired to connect and we're hardwired to seek support and we're hardwired to want approval and affirmation from others. But if that well becomes poisoned with toxicity and it becomes a well of things that are not good for you, that are causing you to have pain, emotional pain, and causing you to walk outside of your authentic truth, then it becomes a point of you just have to say, you be you, and I'm going to be me. And I know you no longer have the power to affirm me. So they don't have any power. Now, is it easy? No. Does it happen overnight? No. It has to be a conscious effort to split. And it may take some grief. You may need to grieve the loss of that connectedness that you felt. But sometimes the pain of staying where you are is more than the pain of growing into the fullness of who you are. And part of growing into the fullness of who you are is knowing where you end and someone else begins, and allowing them to exist and have feelings, whatever they are, good, bad, indifferent, whether they applaud you, great. Whether they disagree with you, great. But you're still going to be you. And you're going to do so with a sense of freedom. But you cannot get to the place of freedom if you're not recognizing what's going on. You have to untangle, you have to unravel, you have to take a step back, take a bird's eye view, ask God for help, lean on God. God will help you through this. You can say, I am having trouble with feeling obligated for this other person's feelings. They don't like what I'm doing, but I can't stay where I am. I feel myself being pulled forward, I feel myself moving forward and growing, but this person doesn't like me growing. They don't want me to grow, or they don't like who I am, or they won't accept me, or they want to tear me down, or they don't like me. This can have a lot of applications. I mean, it can deal with the haters online. They don't like you. They don't like me. Well, tough. You can either let the haters make you small, or you can't let the haters make you small. You can't let the naysayers hold you back. You must straighten up your backbone, ask God to help you, and learn to let go and release other people. Release the need to get affirmation from others. Release the need to control other people's perception of you. And release the need of anybody to have any perception, because you know who you are, and you know you're true to you, and you know you're walking in your authentic truth, and you're true to God, and you're doing what you're doing for you, because you have a right to exist. You do not have to shape yourself like a pretzel to please the world. If you did that, you would be in so much pain. And you may be doing that now, and that may be why you are in pain, because you've twisted yourself into a pretzel to fit someone else's ideal of who you should be, rather than listening to the still small voice that's within, that's telling you moment by moment who to be, who you are, and propelling you forward and helping you to grow inside. Don't be a bonsai tree when you were meant to be a big oak tree. Don't play small. Play big. Be who you are. And the people around you are going to not like it. They're not going to like who you are. And they're going to try to tear you down. And they're going to come against you. And you have to be brave. And you have to begin to tell yourself, you no longer have the right to affirm me. And your rejection does not impact my well-being. I am well. I am good. I don't need anything else to make me a full and complete and happy and wonderful and individuated individual. I don't need another thing. I have it all within. And that makes me great. And I am great. And I'm happy. And I'm sorry that you're sad. And I'm sorry that you don't like what I'm doing. And I'm sorry that I will not be in your presence as long as you are not treating me respectfully. So you have to require that people that disapprove of you, they are not allowed access to your life. You have to have boundaries and say, I understand if you disapprove of me. However, I don't really have time, energy to fight against that. If you're not going to respect that I am a whole person with my own capacity to live, be, grow, know, make decisions, and we don't have to be the same. We don't have to be on the same level on everything, and we can still get along, and we can still interact, and we can still engage. If someone's trying to make you into a mirror image of themselves, then what is that? It's the inward. It's the inward. It's where you're trying to make someone an extension of you rather than respecting the individuality of who they are, rather than allowing them to unfold as who they are and respecting that and loving that. Someone's trying to put you in a box, trying to hold you back. And they are trying to throw their view on you and make you feel uncomfortable for sharing your view or being who you are or raising your children as you see fit or doing whatever it is that you're doing in your life. Your religion, your theology, your beliefs. If someone tries to impede upon that, then that's questionable, because that's not what it's all about. What it's all about is you be you and I'll be me. And if you don't like what I'm doing, that's, you're out of your lane. You're out of your lane. Now, and if I can't tolerate criticism, or if we can't tolerate, like if you're going to have people that are not going to like what you're doing, well, that's fine. You cannot like it. That's you. But it doesn't mean I have to hang around you. And it doesn't mean I have to let you berate me. You can respectfully agree to disagree, but you have to be respectful. And, that's you. And really just learning that, oh, that's them. And it has no reflection on who I am. It has no reflection on who you are as a person. If that person doesn't like who you are, what you're doing, how you do it, or the fact that your eyes shine and your smile is bright despite negative circumstances, or the fact that you like having ice cream on Fridays, and whatever it is, you get to do you. You get to do you. That's your job. It's your duty to be yourself and to stand up for who you are and for what you believe in. That's your duty. It's not your duty to go and impose your will on others around you. I believe we should compromise and cooperate and make room for everyone without agendas, without strange agendas. But I think that we should, cooperate, but also be able to hold boundaries, to hold a self, to keep ourselves intact, and to expect respect and demand respect. When I say demand, I don't mean, aggressively. I just mean assertively. Don't tolerate disrespect. And then people know, oh, okay, she's going to do her thing, and she doesn't give a rip roaring. She doesn't care. She's doing herself, or he's doing himself. He's moving forward, and he's not going to be stopped by the crabs in the bucket. She's going to get out of the bucket, and the crabs can keep trying to hold her back and tell her she's wrong for being herself. But you know what? You're not. You're not wrong for being yourself and for letting go of trying to get everyone's approval, because you'll never get it. So that's what I had to say today. I hope it's helpful, and God bless. Talk to you soon.